It's a Terrence kind of thing. Doesn't matter what you bring. Come and watch him do his thing. Cause it's a Terrence kind of thing. Hey guys, hey, welcome back to It's a Terrence Kind of Thing. Now, this is It's a Terrence Kind of Thing, but we're going to be talking more about tennis, baby. So let's talk tennis. I'll throw that in there too. So we're going to talk about Novak Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz. I forget his first name sometimes. But it's this is a message, and this is something that I was wanting to talk about even last week. Well, anyway, you know, life happens, things happen, but we're here now, and I get to talk about this. So I'm super, super excited. So I don't know if you guys follow tennis. I know some of you do, some of you don't, and that's okay because Terrence is going to talk about tennis for you. And I know some people say, oh my gosh, man, I don't know anything about tennis. Well, when you talk about it, I get excited, and I want to listen. So even if, even if you're just listening for this for a fraction of the moment, thank you guys so much. And please go ahead and hit that thumbs up, okay? And comment down below. Even if you don't know, but just maybe you can relate to certain things. Maybe it doesn't like, it kind of compares to tennis or whatever, but it may not be about tennis. But go ahead and leave me a comment and share me out. And please, if you haven't already, consider subscribing, okay? So this is not a pressure thing. You don't have to. My channel, as you guys know, is super diverse. I talk about a lot. I do a lot. You know, you might see me in the casino. You might hear me talking about tennis, or I could be eating a Reese cup or whatever. I don't know. I just like to bring a different styles and flavors to the channel. And this particular video is going to be talking about tennis. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So I appreciate it. I try to bring a little bit for everybody. You know, for all the eyes can see. What the hell was that? Anyway. Novak Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz. Now, remind you, Novak Djokovic is now currently number 2 in the world, and Carlos Alcaraz is number 1. He's world number 1. And they had a very intense final at the Cincinnati Masters. So what's going on with the WTA, which is the Women's Tennis Association, the ATP, which is the men, side. What's going on with tennis now? They are playing a lot of events that's leading up to the U.S. Open, and so you call that the U.S. Open Series. Now that Cincinnati Masters, and shout out to Coco Gauff, who beat world number 1 in the semifinals to reach the final, and then she beat Makova. I'm saying that right. She beat her to win her that title in Cincinnati. And so, next up obviously was Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic. Now a lot of people was just thinking Alcaraz going against Novak Djokovic, they were just saying how they feel like Alcaraz was gonna be on top. He has beat Novak Djokovic before. Obviously, Novak Djokovic is a fighter, right? And if you guys don't believe that, you'll watch the highlights from this match, you'll see what I'm saying. He actually came back from being down a set, and then the second set went to a tie break. Third set went to a tie break. Let's just put this out here. This was not a walk in the park by any means. But the point I want to make with this video and with this tennis from Novak Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz is never give up. Keep fighting. Even when your back is against the wall. Come on, man. Somebody's going to receive this message, okay? So you happen to be on a tennis court. You happen to be at McDonald's, behind a desk, whatever the case is, working at home, stay-at-home dad, stay-at-home mom, whatever the case is, I'm telling you guys, it's really, really awesome, okay, to have that mindset of never giving up and fight, even when your back is against the wall, even when you got your uncle and your nieces and nephews are, thinking so much of you, and I don't know. It's just when family and life, just you wanna be there for everybody and stuff. You just and you feel like you're letting yourself down. Just keep fighting, because they realize that I'm not perfect, and I understand that they're not perfect. But don't beat yourself up. just keep fighting, keep trying to be the best person you can be, keep trying to be the best individual that you can be if you're going to work or whatever the case is. If you're playing tennis, be the best you can be out there. Leave it all on the court. Oh my gosh, that's another one. Leave it all on the court. You know, don't have any regrets. And that's what I try and, teach, like I said, my nieces and nephews. I try when I'm precepting students in surgery, I try and teach them that. Even when I'm just talking to friends and stuff, whatever, I just try and remind them, because I would want them to give me those reminders. You know, sometimes we need that the reassurance and that reinforcement that, you know what, keep going, keep your head in the game. You know, you're not perfect and stuff, but just keep trying towards excellence and strive, and you'll get there. You'll get there. If you're the kind of person that falls off that bike, but you have that mindset of keep getting back up, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Don't let the score, or don't let the circumstances and situations make you feel like the outcome is not in your favor. Okay? Don't let what you're going through at the present moment, okay? Oh my gosh. Because Djokovic didn't. He did not. He was in so much agony and so much pain, muscle cramps. I mean, during the changeover, I mean, he's just like, he's in pain. There's a short out that I've done where I did a remix from another person, and it was like from agony to ecstasy, and I love that because he never gave up. And I'm telling you, it brought Alcaraz to tears. He cried about this. He cried about that loss because it meant so much to him. And this is not bashing that young man. He's a brilliant tennis player, and he's brilliant on and off the court. I will always say this: his parents have raised him beautifully. Super young. It reminds me of a younger Djokovic. Okay, now I know some people may say, okay, Novak Djokovic, he's this, he's that, he's a pompous, ASS or whatever, and that's so not true in my book. But you know what? These are my opinions. I feel like when you're up against so much, and when you're trying to be the best, I think you naturally, how should I put this? You're involved with so much pressure. And again, if you guys know Billie Jean King, oh my gosh, shout out to Billie Jean King. I love her. She was the one who came up with the quote, the saying, pressure is a privilege. It's a privilege to be pressured. It is. I'm a big believer of that. You know, in surgery, there's a lot of pressure on me on the tennis courts. You know, I'm not professional, but I've played some tournaments and done some. I've been in some tough, finals with state championships and things like that. And it is tough, and you do feel the pressure, but it's a privilege. Don't ever forget that, because a lot of people won't ever be in that situation. I know some people say I don't want to be in that situation, but I actually do. I like a challenge, and I know life. If you guys have been watching the videos and stuff, you know I've been challenges here recently. But I'm not gonna fall down. I'm not gonna back down. I might fall and stuff, but I'm gonna get back up again. I'm gonna keep getting back up, and that's exactly what Novak Djokovic did. Because in that second set, that could have gone easily. I mean, he fought off match points because that could have easily just gone to Carlos Alcaraz in 2 sets. But Novak kept fighting. He didn't give up on himself. He didn't give up on. He didn't give up on just the love and that the hunger of tennis. This man has won so many Grand Slams. I consider him, like the GOAT of all time, Serena Williams. But next up for grabs will be Novak Djokovic. And if I were just to say, okay, on the men's side, would be Novak Djokovic. And I love Federer. I love Roger Federer. I love Rafael Nadal. There's some awesome male professional tennis players. But for me, Novak Djokovic, and especially what he believes in, he stands up for what he believes in. He is the best. He's the best on the men's side. And he proved it by coming back, fighting off those match points, which could have, like I said, gone to Alcaraz, and coming back and then taking the third set to a tie break. I mean, I don't think you guys realize how much goes into that. There's a lot of mental. You have to be really mentally tough. You have to be strong. I mean, you have to be stronger mentally than physically, because these guys, remind you, these tournaments leading up to the U.S. Open, these tournaments that the men are playing are still the best 2 out of 3. So it's just like on the women's side. Now, when they get to those major Grand Slams, it becomes the best 3 out of 5. Now, the women still stays the best 2 out of 3. And you know what? I'll talk about that in another video because people, men and women, find it to be a little unfair. But you know, it's a lot that goes into that. Maybe that will change one day in professional tennis. I don't know. I'm not the boss of professional tennis and stuff, but I will share with you guys my opinion about that in another video. But anyway, my point is, those sets, it's a lot goes into it and stuff, but far as physically, it's actually not as much as mentally, because like I said, they do play more sets in the bigger Grand Slams. So your US Open, which is coming up, your Australian Open, your French Open, and Wimbledon, they play the men's side, they play the best 3 out of 5. So in the regular tournaments, they play the best 2 out of 3, which the women does that in all tournaments. So they definitely, Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic, probably if they were doing a Grand Slam, which that will be coming up, I'm pretty sure, they could have easily gone to 5 sets. And so the point of this is, the mental has to be tougher than the physical. If that mental is tough and stuff, I mean, you already know, like I was telling you guys in another video, when you're mentally strong, I think everything else falls into place. When you're mentally weaker, I feel like, I guess things still kind of fall into place, or maybe I should say fall out of place. You want to have a tough mindset, you know, a mindset of never giving up. Keep going, stay in the fight. So that's what I want to. I wanted to do this, and like I said, I know, like I said, it's a tennis, but it goes far, and it goes far beyond tennis. Do not give up. I don't care what is going on in your life. Don't give up, because if you're here still, okay, God wants you here for a reason. So why would you give up on yourself? Don't give up on yourself. And even if, like I said, if it were to be a thing of Novak Djokovic would have lost if he would have lost that final and just became like, you know, like the runner-up and not actual, you know, have won the title, it would have been something, I'm sure, just like with the Williams sisters and just like with so many other different tennis players, when they lose, they're even more hungrier. They're more hungry. They want to go back and practice like that same day, you know. So all it does is, if it doesn't break you, it will make you a better person, a better competitor, a better YouTuber. If these trolls don't break me, okay, they're gonna make me even better. So guys, it's so many different messages from this match, and I love it. I love it. I know that Alcaraz is going back to the drawing board with his team, and he's going to come back even stronger in these tournaments to come. So I can't wait. You know, like I said, I hope you guys, I hope that you receive that message, you know, and really fully understand it. Thank y'all so much for all that y'all do. I appreciate y'all. I cannot do this without you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the love. The comments have been amazing. Some of you guys, I mean, it's been a lot of new subscribers, and they're coming in and they're saying that my videos really are making such a positive impact in their lives, and that means so much to me. So one blessed, amazing comment can knock out 1,000 mean ones, so it doesn't matter. I want you guys to keep that hope and faith alive in your life, and yeah, and go play tennis. I love you all. Bye for now. It's a Terrence kind of thing. Doesn't matter what you bring. Come and watch him do his thing. 'Cause it's a Terrence kind of thing.